This video was made possible by EA Game Changers. Hey guys, and welcome to, the first build of a few. We're not going to say many, we're going to say a few for the eco living. It's not eco living, it's eco lifestyle. Oh god, it's epic fail already from like the jump. What can we say? But yeah, so the story of this build is this is the second build that I started for this like first one. I always like the first build of a pack to be a little bit different. I try to keep it a little bit more original. And in the other ones, I'm like, okay, we'll just get into it. Also, with the first build, I always like to use as many items from that pack that I'm talking about and overviewing. I like to use as many items as possible. So this build is packed full with new items. And believe it or not, even though I have done my level best to pack this build with new items, I still did not manage to use all the new items because there are just so many new items that couldn't fit it in at all. So yeah, this is the first one. I'll maybe try to do a kind of different vibe build for the second one so that I can use more items. This build, surprisingly for me, of course, does not have a child's bedroom in it. So maybe the next one will, because yeah, so I haven't got to use that very, very cute new cardboard dollhouse. That is the cutest thing I've ever seen in my life. But yeah, I didn't get to use it in this build. So this build has one bedroom, one bathroom that you actually had to get through the master bedroom, so whoopsies. But yeah, so this build, I started off, of course, I said this is the second build. So the first build I started off and I was trying to do an eco house. It was kind of like a townhouse on a 30 by 20 in the world. I don't know, if you're very eagle-eyed, you'd probably be able to spot it in the distance. But I felt like it was a bit too stereotypical eco. Like when you think of eco, you think of that. This does have a green roof on it as well. This build, I did add that as an extra detail onto this, which isn't on the reference image that I used. But the other one was a bit too stereotypical eco and not quite 100% me. So that one, I don't know if it's ever going to be finished. Probably not. I'm not too sure. Maybe not. Who knows? But yeah, I had this with Realm of Magic. I was just like not feeling any of the builds. But with Realm of Magic, I had like 5 days to scrap stuff. And I think I spent like 2 days building builds that you have never seen in your life. So yeah, unfortunately, I didn't have that much time. On Tuesday, it was meant to be patch day, and the Sims team called off the patch, and it got delayed until Wednesday. Actually, no reason given whatsoever on that one, so I have no idea what the delay was, but it was delayed until the next day. And as a result of that embargo, there was no embargo. It was just as and when you get content done, you can release it. So it was all a little bit different to normal. And of course, with the whole current situation going on in the world, it was even more strange. For example, I've chosen, there's bigger things going on in the world right now than eco lifestyle, and I've chosen I'm not going to be promoting this on Twitter. My socials are not going to be promoting eco lifestyle. I'm going to be releasing builds, but there's going to be no promo to go with it. I just feel like there's more important things that need to be displayed on Twitter right now. And the whole Black Lives movement is a very important thing that needs to be showcased. So that's why I'm choosing not to promote these things. And, oh wow, Discord would be beeping at me. But yeah, I've chosen not to promote these things. I'm going to leave a link down below in the description for the Black Lives Matter, the card, which has links of all the latest information about the movement, things for protesters, where you can donate, petitions that are currently going on that you can sign. So I'm going to leave that down below in the description box. And yeah, that's my bit for that. I feel I normally don't talk about things like this on the channel. I kind of like to just keep it on Sims, but it's such a huge thing that is going on right now. I can't not say anything, and I do have a platform here, even though I sometimes feel like I don't. I do have a platform here, and I think at a time like this, it's everybody helping is the only thing that's gonna produce any kind of change or difference. So that's what I'm choosing to speak out about it on the channel, and do something a little bit different. I was hoping, if I left it a little bit, I'd have some kind of super poignant, inspirational sentences to say, but it's just such a subject, such that words quite honestly fail me right now. I just can't with it at the moment. So I'm going to leave all the links down below, and hopefully you guys are going to go and read up on everything. And I know that lots of people have been also speaking out about this on their Sims channel. I'm just specifically talking about Sims channels. And also Shelly, CC creator, Black CC creator, she has created a petition on chng.org to kind of raise awareness about the darker skin tones in the game and how they did get added in 2 years ago, and they were pretty damn awful, if I'm putting it mildly. When they first got added, they did go through a minor correction a few patches later, I think, but they're still not 100% fixed. There's strange, weird, blotchy marks on the dark skin tones. And to be quite honest, the dark skin tones, I've never seen a black person or anyone with a dark skin tone that colour. They are ashy AF, to put it mildly. And yeah, just some of the tones are just, let's just say, from somebody that's not of this world. I've never seen someone that is the colour of a tomato before, but apparently that's what a dark skin tone looks like. Never have I ever. I'd be more than happy to help out if they would like some education on underlying pigments. But yeah, underlying pigments does not mean that someone looks bright red like a tomato. It just means, there's a hint of that colour. It just glows from underneath. It is not the main focal colour. So yeah, I'm also going to leave that petition below because that is Sims related as well. I'm going to leave that down below. So to this build. Second one, this is kind of like a nod to shipping containers. I know my timeline, your timeline is full of shipping containers, so I didn't really want to add to it. But so this is my vision of a shipping container build. I thought it was kind of strange, of all the shipping container builds that I'd seen, none of them were converted shipping containers. They were all shipping containers in their kind of raw states with all the metal exposed, so you could tell exactly what they are. In my experience, I've predominantly seen shipping containers converted so that you can't tell that they're shipping containers. So I decided that's the look I wanted to go for. By the way, I'm just about to finish the exterior, believe it or not. This is a very quick one. Most of it is interior. But yeah, I wanted it to be a shipping container conversion rather than it be so obvious. I have kept one of them kind of true to its original form so that you can see there's a white shipping container up there, but the others are kind of shipping containers joined together and fleshed out with full insulation to make them all eco-friendly and all that good stuff. So yeah, this has a lot of items, as I said, from the pack. I tried to make it as eco-friendly as possible. This shipping views lot does have it's the 20 by 30 lot in the middle of the industrial area in Evergreen Harbour. That's the word, sorry. It's the center lot basically in the whole entire world. And at the moment it's in an industrial state, so you can see there is litter all over the place around the area. I didn't actually upgrade the area. I should have done that to make it look prettier. But in gameplay, if you enact one of the local policies, you can renovate the area and make it look a whole lot better than it currently does now. I can just say though, it still looks kind of nice in my eyes, to be honest. But yeah, so I suppose I should get into what my thoughts are on this pack. I was fortunate enough, Game Changers, we were fortunate enough to get a private live stream where they showcased the pack for us ahead of time, and I was so excited from that live stream. I was just like, I need the game now, to be quite honest. Can I just note at this point, I have no idea how many times I changed the kitchen counters, but I decided to keep this footage in so that you can be on the struggle bus with me. I don't know what it was, but there was kitchen counters. Okay, I may as well get into it now. My main thing is, where are the new kitchen counters? Please, please, please. This pack was so ripe for a new kitchen counter. I have no idea. And the amount of builds I've seen with people using those base game industrial counters in them, we shouldn't have to use the base game ones. There should be new ones in the eco set. That's my main takeaway. I think this is the only negative you're going to get out of me, to be quite honest, when it comes to this pack, is the lack of kitchen counters. I don't know how often we have said we want kitchen counters, we need them, please. I personally have made kitchen counters before. We all know the kitchen. I'm currently in the middle of making a new kitchen, and it ain't that difficult, okay? Yes, it has a lot of meshes and it's time consuming, but I'm pretty sure it's less time consuming than some of the items they have got in this, because some of the items in this set are super detailed, like we're talking off the scale detailed. So I would have loved a plywood kitchen to go in this. The theme, there's lots of the items in the set that have this plywood detail. I love the detail, by the way. Plywood, I'm here for it. And I really would have loved a plywood kitchen. Like it's just, to me, it's just so obvious. I just don't quite understand why it's not been done. So that would be the main thing. Okay, I've got the whinging and complaining out of the way. On to the good stuff. The good stuff is the rest of the entire pack. I think, for me, this has got to be one of my favourite expansion packs that the Sims team has ever done. I haven't played any gameplay, so don't quote me on that one. But from the gameplay that I have witnessed, I think it just adds so much more. And I think for ages we have been asking for more depth in the game, and I feel like this has added an extra layer of depth that we have been asking for. I know it's not the whole interrelationship, family ties thing, but it is another extra layer to gameplay. For example, what wallpapers I've used in this impact the environment and give you a score. I think what's it called? The wallpaper I've used there, the wood on the outside, actually gives you a bill discount. I think some of them give you a bill reduction. They have an eco footprint as well. And I just think it's a nice extra layer and thought that you need to put into your gameplay. Sometimes with gameplay, I'd be like, oh, what do I do now? It's kind of getting a bit samey. But this one, I think it adds extra little something interesting for gameplay, and that you can keeps evolving. I've set up this house so you should technically be able to play this off the grid. I've put in everything you're going to need to basically create a passive house. You are generating your own electricity. We have solar panels on the roof. Those ones are actually meant to be floor solar panels, so they're not the roof ones. The roof ones don't break, but the floor ones do. So what I've made sure is to put a ladder. Yes, we now have ladders. I've made sure to put a ladder up to the roof of that container, so you can get up there. If they do break, you can get up there and fix it. I've got to say, it was very much refreshing to put a ladder there, be like, oh, you need to get up on the roof, so let's put this ladder that takes up like zero space. So that was nice to do. And I've also put wind turbines outside. I've also put a dew collector, the super duper fancy one, the most expensive one. I've put that out there. I've got a recycling trash compactor thingy, recycling it. Like, I think you put your stuff in there and it cubes it, compacts it, and then you can use that to make new fabricated furniture items. I have to say, this is a slightly strange one, but good. It's actually a good one. I actually, in a lot of circumstances, prefer the fabricated furniture that is locked away. You'll notice that most of the items I've used, like the love seat there, is a fabricated item. The dining chairs that I use were fabricated. The bed that I use is fabricated. I just actually personally prefer the fabricated items, which means that in gameplay, it's actually a very good thing. It means there's a reason to make the furniture because it looks even better than the stuff that you have regular access to. I have unlocked everything, of course, and used fabricated items. I'm more than happy to do that because also I noticed that the Sims team themselves had used fabricated items in the pre-done lots that come with the world. You can't eyedrop them to use them, so if you do delete them, you can't get them back unless you unlock the cheat for them, which is bb.show hidden objects, and you'll get access to all the fabricated ones. There are lots of them because each colour, you have to use dye to get the different colours, and each colour basically takes up a catalogue entry, so you'll see all the different colours, so you can't just change the colour, you have to get out a new item. But I think it's good that the fabricated items look so good because it means there's a reason to craft them, which is the whole point of this. Also, there is in the world a community lot that is basically 4 lots in one. You have like the trashed version, you have a nice community garden, a nice marketplace, and a makers workshopy thing. I definitely plan to renovate that. That's kind of 4 in 1. I'm not going to be doing 4 lots in one build, but yeah, I have a plan for that. I did have a plan for that, and it got enhanced today when I discovered a building a kind of almost like an art installation, and I'm just going to be taking inspiration for that for the different variations. I know each time it normally has the same shell, and then you change the purpose and use of it. So yeah, I'm looking forward to doing that. Also, apartments. How can we forget? Apartments came with this world, and I'm so happy that finally we have apartments not in city living. I know I said I would like placeable apartments in just other worlds or something like that. It would be great if there was a placeable lot. I don't know the technicalities of it, but it's just a wish. But I'm so happy that apartments have been put in this world. I would have liked them in, what was the last world we got? That would have, oh no, Del Sol Valley would have been perfect for it as well. But unfortunately that did not happen. So yeah, apartments. I will be renovating the apartments. I think I'm going to be doing predominantly CC free. I have to say I did not miss my custom content in this build, believe it or not, because we can alt place windows and doors. The only thing was that container door, I would really love it in a medium wall height. Also, that container door needs to come in an open version. Like if they made even just a window version, so it was infilled with glass and the container doors were open. Please. Like, that's epic. Can you imagine? So yeah, people have been dropping hints already for mesh edits, and I'm like, don't even come to me, because I've got kitchen to do for Patreon. So yeah, I'm not too sure if I'm gonna be building or like outside of this kind of focus on eco lifestyle. I don't know if I'm really going to be using the world that much. It's not my most stunning world in my head. I'm just too much of a fan of Windenburg, to be quite honest. But yeah, so my summary is I love the pack. The items, look, these items are so well made. Like, I play at 4K, I zoom in, the textures are flawless. If I could make content like that, I would literally die a very, very, very happy person, because they're just amazing. So I'm going to give it a huge thumbs up. I haven't done any gameplay whatsoever, but yeah, I'm totally in love. But anyway, screenshots, I will be back very, very soon. And once again, don't forget there are links down below for Black Lives Matters and for the petition for skin tones. And I will see you all very, very soon. Bye guys.